Okay, let me go ahead and start part three on the subject that I touched on video number one, a pervasive bad attitude. And what I mean by a pervasive bad attitude is that nothing works. Nothing works? Everything sucks. Why bother? You ask the average American why they don't vote, they'll probably give you some derivative of nothing works. Everything sucks. Why bother? I don't know how many years that pervasive attitude you know, chiseled away at Mexican society. Mexico wasn't always what Mexico is today. There was even what was called the golden age of Mexico. So it was a stable society with citizens of good ethics and good morality. It's not that anymore. And I can testify to that. I'm putting my name on this video. I don't have a problem with people knowing who I am. I think that I am morally obligated to tell the people of America the truth. Now, we're all compassionate human beings. And then we see somebody in trouble, is within our nature to want to help them. But you're not going to try to help the person who's trying to rob you at gunpoint. At least I hope you're not going to try to help the person who's trying to rob you at gunpoint. It may sound like the Christian thing to do, but the reality is you got to have a little bit of self-preservation in you. You got to be willing to look at the reality that that person might just kill you. And your good Christian efforts may go to waste. I don't believe that you should reward criminals. I do believe in the King James Bible. I believe we should be good and decent people. I believe that we should work hard at accomplishing our goals and dedicating ourselves to good life goals. And I do believe that we shouldn't be, you know, suffering from a pervasive bad attitude. I'm going to go ahead and put that into the record. But I distinguish between a person who invests in a college degree or in a business and finds their way of earning a living in that direction, and the person who has a gun and happens to believe that they're justified in robbing people to get what they want out of life. To me, those are two very different people, and the one who has um, the moral right is the person who's working hard. That doesn't mean that hardworking people don't suffer from a pervasive bad attitude. In the modern world, I don't think you'll find a person who's madly in love with everybody, or who is decent and kind, or who has something good to say about their neighbors. It's just a modern condition that the modern human being is rather vulgar, abusive, offensive, violent, aggressive. Modern man is rather dangerous. But you want to ask yourself, how can we maintain society? That's one of the things you want to ask yourself and come to a conclusion about. Otherwise, what is it that you're left with? Again, I don't believe we reached a point in time in human history where we can say there's no longer any reason to continue to live and to continue to meet the demands of life. We're still alive. We still need what keeps us alive. So we therefore still need to be engaged in life and be getting from life what we need, like food, shelter, clothes, and not to mention the other aesthetics of life, which happen to be friends and family. So things are not over. Therefore, the American has just as much obligation to adapt a positive attitude as well as to adapt to good ethics and good morality. And the admonition is, if you don't, you're going to go down the road of the people of Mexico and the people of Libya and the people of Afghanistan and the people of Iraq. What do you have then? You have a totally dysfunctional society where you cannot use the resources in that society to provide for yourself.